students, welcome to my video lecture. Today I'll be talking about H.G. Wells's The Invisible Man. It's a very popular novel. This novel has been prescribed for the BA students of Gujarat University, those who are pursuing their graduation with special English. I have divided my video into two parts. In the first part, I'll be talking about science fiction because The Invisible Man, the novel, falls under the category science fiction. So we will discuss about the form, the definition and the characteristics of science fiction, and in the next video I'll be talking about The Invisible Man as a novel. I'll be giving you analytical and critical analysis of the novel. So let's go to my virtual classroom and let's study in depth The Invisible Man. Hello students. So I'll be talking about The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells. In the first section, I'll be talking about The Invisible Man as a science fiction. And before that, I would like to tell you something about what is science fiction, its definition and form. In the second section, I'll be talking about H.G. Wells and The Invisible Man. I'll be giving you analytical study of the plot, the themes, characters, symbols and other elements in the novel. So let's begin with the word itself, science fiction. Now, science fiction in 21st century is also known as sci-fi or SF. I would like to say that sci-fi is more proper word for science fiction because SF also stands for speculative fiction or science fantasy. So sci-fi is, I think, more appropriate for science fiction as an abbreviation. So students, science fiction is part of literature because, as you know, that literature is a reflection of society, or whatever happens in society, it gets reflected into literature. In the similar way, whatever happens in science, in the field of science, there are many innovations, discoveries and research. They get reflected into the literature, into fiction, and that is why it is called science fiction. And sometimes, even before an innovation or a discovery is made, it gets reflected in the fiction, and therefore it is also known as science fiction. So the elements of science fiction are fantasy and imagination, and facts and reality. It is a combination of all four elements. So sci-fi or SF, that is the literature of ideas. So and when we define the word science fiction, you study a book by Padmaja Ashok, and she says, I quote, that it blends the fantasy with science to create the sense of an alternate reality which seems quite possible. So there is possibility, there is probability, there is fantasy, and science fiction gives us alternate reality. As it is mentioned in Britannica, Encyclopedia Britannica, science fiction is a form of fiction that deals principally with the impact of actual or imagined science upon society or individuals. So it also talks about the impact on society. In general, the science fiction writers, they often seek out new scientific and technical developments, the process of techno-social change. In their fiction, they try to include all the changes that are taking place, and they talk about the technical or technological advances. Besides providing entertainment, it criticizes also the present day society, and that you will study in The Invisible Man. It often generates a sense of wonder. This is a special element for science fiction, that it attracts its readers by this quality of the sense of wonder. And in 21st century, this fiction is depicted not only into narratives but in other art forms also. There are certain elements of science fiction. There are realistic and fantastic details. So it is a combination of both. It is, the name as itself suggests that it is grounded in science. Sometimes it talks about unknown inventions. So there are hypotheses that you find, and it makes a serious comment about the world. It also contains a warning for humankind. Scientific advances or developments, they are good for humankind, but the way we use them, that can prove to be disastrous. So there are fictions that deal with these elements. The settings in science fiction are very interesting, because in many novels you find a setting at another planet, sometimes under the ocean, like we find in Jules Verne's novels. Another dimension of existence, they talk about something which is beyond human life, beyond earth there is life. It can create the world of utopia or sometimes dystopia. It can be set in the future. It may time travel to the past or future. It may take place in present but alternate reality. That is something that we will study in The Invisible Man, that how it talks about the present, but it also talks about the alternate reality of the protagonist. So these are some settings that we find in the science fiction. The characters and their conflicts, they are very interesting, because like any other literary genre, you will find a protagonist that is a hero, an antagonist that is a villain, and these characters may be a being that is a human or other, or maybe a force. So all of you know that there are aliens who come and fight with the human beings, and there are stories related to that. So the characters can be human or aliens. Characters may include creatures, robots, aliens, machines, etc. And their conflict, it may center around a society's laws, a disease or other problem, or technology. So these are the types of characters that we find and their conflicts in the science fiction. The most important part of science fiction is science is important to the story. So these type of works, they talk about advanced technology, genetics, disease, exploration, special powers or sense as a result of science, and science can be the savior or the root of the problem. So ultimately it is the science that is at the root of the story. Students, I would like to draw your attention to the fact that there is a difference between science fiction and fantasy. Science fiction is based in fact, as I said, that some of the technology is invented, some of the places are made up, but all of it is conceivable. So there is a sense of reality that you find. Whereas in fantasy, it is not based in reality, it is purely imaginative, like Harry Potter. So there is a difference, basic difference between science and fantasy. Another element is in fantasy, certain supernatural elements such as magic and shape shifting you find in the story. Characters use magical transportation such as flying broomsticks and magic portals that you find in the story of Aladdin and in the story of Harry Potter, the conflict centers around good versus evil. Whether it is on this planet or another planet, there is always a conflict between the good versus the evil. But the ultimate aim or the purpose of the author is to entertain, not to make a socially advanced commentary or issue a warning in fantasy. See, in science fiction, the author is very, very conscious about making a social comment. The author, he or she talks about ethical or moral issues, whereas in fantasy, this part is not very much highlighted, or sometimes it is neglected. In fantasy, the characters may include witches, wizards, talking animals, orcs, elves, unicorns, magical beasts, vampires, and werewolves. And as I said in my previous slide, that their conflict is usually good versus evil. One of a very well-known American director of television show, Rod Serling, he says that fantasy is the impossible made probable, and science fiction is the improbable made possible. So this is one of the best definitions I have come across, and Rod Serling is well known for his series Twilight on American television. So fantasy is the impossible made probable, and science fiction is improbable made possible. Students, this we can even find in paintings that Leonardo da Vinci in the 15th century, he created certain paintings of flying machines, and that turned out to be a reality in 19th and 20th century. He also imagined about unidentified flying object, that is UFO, and he created a painting which is so very similar to the 21st century vision for the UFO. So these, this is the imagination that turns out to be reality, or it may turn out to be next to reality. Now let us talk about science fiction as literary genre. It is a modern genre. This word sci-fi, the term, it was not invented but made popular in the 1920s by the American publisher Hugo Gernsback. And though writers in antiquity, that is during the old period, they sometimes dealt with themes common to modern science fiction, their stories made no attempt at scientific and technological plausibility. So those old stories, they fall under more to fantasy than fiction. The renowned sci-fi writers of 19th and 20th century include, so let me tell you that as per the history of science fiction in the Western world, Mary Shelley, she has been credited with her first work, Frankenstein. She is considered as the mother of science fiction. Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth, From Earth to Moon, H.G. Wells' The Time Machine, The War of the Worlds, Isaac Asimov's Foundation. The one who is very, very popular during the later part of 20th century and in 21st century is Ursula K. Le Guin. The Left Hand of Darkness is one of the wonderful stories that is a science fiction. Arthur C. Clarke, his Rendezvous with Ram, Joanna Russ, The Female Man, and Jen Narliker's The Return of Vaman, that is the Indian science fiction. So these are some of the renowned writers who have written and those who are writing the science fiction even today. In the 21st century, you find plenty of books because with the advancement in the science and technology, the genre has also developed. and you can see that Station 11, it has become very, very popular. Now science fiction is also popular on other media, like in popular comics, movies, TV shows, manga, games, DVDs, etc. So the medium has multiplied. From narrative, it has gone on screen, on video games and all that, but still that element of fiction, the element of science that attracts the readers, the spectators. Now, you study a book titled A Companion to Literary Forms by Padmaja Ashok, and she describes science fiction in 4 points. She says that by basing the plot and other story elements on actual scientific facts, principles, and technology, science fiction creates an illusion of reality. The second point she makes is it is set in the future, in space, on a different planet, universe, in an alternate dimension, or in an alternate history. Students, I have highlighted certain words because these elements you will find in The Invisible Man, and therefore I have highlighted these words because H.G. Wells, he creates an illusion of reality. He gives us an alternate dimension of the present. The third is it involves elements such as dystopia. The Invisible Man is also a dystopian novel. These elements also involve advanced technology, time travel, space travel, and extraterrestrial life. Comments upon social and cultural issues such as class inequality, greed, war, the misuse of scientific discoveries and technology, the ill effects of acquiring knowledge irrespective of consequences, and so on. So these words that I have highlighted, we find these elements in The Invisible Man, and that is why The Invisible Man is a science fiction by H.G. Wells. In the next part, I'll be talking about The Invisible Man as the science fiction based on these elements. Thank you so much.